Hello everybody, welcome back to Castle of Mordek. This is part 2. I did something really stupid, and while I was recording this LP, I forgot to turn on my microphone, so the commentary that you're hearing right now is actually a voiceover. The original commentary is not even recorded, so there you go. Sorry about that, guys. So this is kind of like a half-blind LP. I say half-blind because the video that you're seeing right now is the original blind LP. So my reactions will not be genuine. But in any case, I got the first key and I went through the door. And now, at this point, I'm debating where I should go. And I ultimately chose to go underneath the staircase. There's a secret hidden passage, and if you go underneath the staircase, you end up in this room with a treasure chest, and you get a coin of Leviathan. Now, as I understand it, these coins have some kind of significance. You need them to do something, and I bet I'm thinking you need them to open up the main door, and I think there's actually 4 coins. Now at this point, I'm thinking whether I should go in the door, or through the door, or upstairs. And I chose the door, but the door is locked and there's a foul stench emanating from it, which is kind of relevant, as you will see later on. I went upstairs, there's a note here. Belial, the earthly one with no master, Leviathan, serpent of the watery depths, Lucifer, the bringer of light, and Satan, the adversary. Together these 4 princes will lead the way to hell. So I'm willing to bet that those are the 4 coins that we need. And we have 2 of them. We have Belial and Leviathan. We just need Satan and... what was the other one? I can't remember. Yeah, my short-term memory is not so good. But anyway, let's go through this door and see what's inside. There's not too much to see here, except when you turn the camera, and I'm not really sure if I'm supposed to do that, but if you turn the camera, it unveils a ladder. If you go up the ladder, there's a woman in a room who apparently is trying to escape the castle, which is very strange to me. It's very strange because why didn't she escape before? And why is she helping me? If she's trying to escape and she sees another person, you know, you would think that she probably wouldn't have trusted me, seeing as how there's all these bad people in the castle. I could be one of them. I didn't trust her, needless to say, so I went up back to her room to see if I can find any clues. I couldn't find anything, unfortunately. I checked the sack, the armoire, the stool. I was still reluctant. I still wanted to see if I could maybe find something. So I went back up, and I was checking these windows. I'm not really sure if they're windows, but they could be. The windows didn't have anything, so I went back downstairs eventually. I went back downstairs. ... There we go. Okay, and then through the door. There we go. You got it. Now she's in such a hurry to leave. I'm not really sure why. And now she's going through the door that had a foul stench coming from it. I don't know if I trust this woman, because she's going through the wrong door. She could have gone through the front door, but instead she's going through the door that has a foul stench. So I was very reluctant here. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to follow her. I was checking my inventory to see if maybe... I don't know. Maybe I could find an item that I could possibly use later on, or... I don't know. How do you know the way out? And she says, no time to discuss, hurry. Now, if you ask somebody, how do you know the way out, and they don't explain it to you, then it probably means they're not trustworthy. And Walter is not the brightest person in the planet, so he goes right on the ledge. But luckily... Oh yeah. So Sharon tries to push him in the pit, but luckily Walter pulls out his dagger and stabs her and pushes her into the pit. And a dog eats her remains. And at this point I was befuddled and just conjoined and befoidled, and I didn't know what to think, but I found a chest anyways, and I got key number 2, which means we can progress on to the next room. I just wanted to look around for a brief moment there to see if there's anything else. It didn't look like there was, so I went back out, back up the stairs, through the door, and back to the main hall. There's 2 ways to go. There's the aqua-colored door, or aqua-colored banner door, and then there's the red one. And I wasn't really sure which one to go through. But eventually I chose the aqua one. Now we have a spirally staircase, and if you go around it and change the camera, again, I don't know if I'm supposed to do that. I think the instructions clearly said not to change the camera, I think, anyway. But I went against Professor Doom's will and changed the camera, and it luckily unveiled a secret passage. I went through, found the coin of Lucifer inside this secret room, which is really great. Now there is a spiral staircase. I wanted to check to see if there was anything else under there. It didn't look like it. So I went up the spiral staircase. Okay, now this room gave me... Yeah, so that happened. The floor opens up beneath your feet, powerful burners erupt, covering your body with fire. Soon your body burns away, charred remains are all that is left. Now again, I don't like the text, but there's nothing you can do about that. You can't really change the text in RPG Maker 2. The only criticism I would give here is that I really wish there would be some kind of clue hinting you that something like that would happen before it happens, because I don't think it's really fair that they just kill you. Oh yeah, and I went to go see I was so befuddled, I went to the red bannered door, because I wanted to get the hell out of there. I didn't want to stay there. Stay in that room where I got burned. So I was thinking maybe I missed something, so I went back into the treasure room. Yeah, it's really not fair that you get burned there. There really has to be something that clues the player in that something like that might happen. Now you can give the cat the catnip, and the cat starts walking along well, going around the perimeter. For whatever reason, the cat does not go directly to the staircase. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know if you guys noticed that. But there I go again, I get burned. I didn't quite understand the solution to this puzzle. There is a clue. The cat is the clue, but I really think there should be a clue before you enter the room, maybe? Or maybe right when you enter the room there should be a clue. I don't know. Something. And let me just say that I'm really glad that you start back at sort of an auto-saving point. So I don't have to start at the beginning of the game, and I'm so grateful for that. Thank you for doing that. I would not have the patience to play this game over again if I had to go back to the beginning every time I died. So I was really happy that I got to start back where I was. But I'm not like mad or anything. I'm just kind of like curious as to what's going on. I'm not really sure. The cat is the solution. The cat gives you the answer. So check out the cat. You give the cat the catnip. The cat does not go directly to the staircase. He goes around. He goes in a peculiar pattern. I tried to mimic this pattern. Wasn't really sure if he went towards the box. Okay, there we go. I got the pattern, so I figured it out. And then at this point I was like, oh man, because I don't know if I was ready for this. When you do this puzzle, you really have to look at where things are in relation to other things. Like, for example, look at where the crate and the vase is. That's a major clue, because it kind of shows you where to go if you look at the cat. Now this is a different death scene, which is really cool. I really like that. Spikes emerge from the ceiling and begin to lower. Mechanisms bring it down with considerable force, enough to crush your body. Death is slow and agonizing as you feel every spike penetrate your flesh and you feel every bone break. Jesus. That's just gruesome. I'm glad you made a different death scene there. That's really creative. Now, I was gonna say, it doesn't look like the cat is walking, but he may very well be walking. It's kind of hard to see. Doing a walking animation, I mean. Like, animating. Well, he is walking now. I can clearly see him. Yeah. Never mind. It looks like the cat isn't walking, but he really is, I think. Sometimes in these RPG Maker 2 games, you'll have characters that are walking in place when they should be standing still, or standing still when they should be walking in certain cutscenes. So that's one of my major gripes. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I mean, I would rather the game be polished up. Here we go. Here's the last room. There is a treasure chest. Now, thank goodness for those items, for the vase and the bag and the blue vase, because they actually show you the pattern. You can go between the objects, like so, and then you stop at the vase, stop at the bag, and then you stop at the chest. The clicking sound is stopping the mechanism that kills you. Unfortunately, I didn't screw up. I say unfortunately because I kind of want to see what the death scene would look like. I didn't get that opportunity because I solved it on the first go, and I kind of regret that now. I kind of wish I screwed up so I can see. Oh yeah, at this point I realized that I could have just... Yeah, there we go. I got a medallion in the crate. I realized that I could loot objects that I couldn't have otherwise, like these barrels. I tried to look through them. I looked through the vase, the crate. I couldn't get to the staff because the cat was in the way. I don't know if that's a glitch. I don't know if that's gonna be a problem later on. It might be, because I think that staff is significant. I didn't get the opportunity to loot it, unfortunately. I apologize for the noise in the background. You might be hearing some family members are downstairs. It creates a huge reverb, and my microphone is probably picking that sound up. If it's not, thank goodness for that, but if it is, I apologize. Okay, I did turn the camera here and found a secret entrance. And again, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to turn the camera, but I did it anyways. Against your will, Professor Doom. Every time I say your name, I feel like saying Professor Chaos because it makes me think of South Park. I don't know if you've ever watched South Park, but anyway, we got the Coin of Satan, which is great. Well, great. I don't know if that's great necessarily, but it might be, depending on how this game turns out. I mean, we might have a major death scene in the end, maybe not. I went upstairs. That's a pretty big staircase there. And there's a door and another staircase. I ultimately decided to go up, and I said hell no to that and went back down the stairs. Nope, 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 and I went through the door. Okay, I'm so glad I went down here, because it doesn't look like there's any threatening things down here. I got a key from the dresser. I looked at the book, took a look at the book, took a look at the book. Wow, that sounds weird on my tongue. Okay, so I tried to check the carpets, and right here, at this moment, I was thinking, oh my god, wouldn't it be cool if there was a secret entrance under the carpet? That would be incredibly impressive. Make it happen. Make it happen. In your sequel, see if you could do that. That would be so cool. I would be thoroughly impressed if you did that. But here we go. I was reluctant. I was like, oh my god, what have I gotten myself into? They're doing a sacrifice ritual on this poor kid. I feel so bad for him, and now he's gone. He's vaporized. No blood though. It's not that gory in this game, thankfully. So, okay, they're gonna eat me. I half expected them to sacrifice me, but that wouldn't make any sense now, would it? Now the medallion, thank goodness for that. I really enjoyed that. I actually had a big smile on my face when I started recording this because I don't know. I was so excited because I was like, yes, this is cool, and I tried to teabag him, but I couldn't do that. You can't teabag people in RPG Maker 2, unfortunately. And then I noticed that you can go on the platform, but you can't go on the second platform. You can go on the first, third, and fourth platforms. You can't go on the second one. I just thought that was weird. I'm not really sure why. I really liked the platform though. I liked how it's kind of in the ground a bit. That is cool. Hey, what was that? Wait a minute. I picked something up there. I didn't read what it said. I wasn't paying attention just now, but so it looks like when you inspect them, it pretty much says the same thing. So I just left and went back down the stairs and down the staircase. Through the door. Now we're back here, and there's something weird over here. What is this? Resetting Ray. Hello there, my name is Resetting Ray, and I am from the moon. I am the meta flag resetter for this realm. Now this is really cool. I'm actually glad you put this in, because this will allow me to see different scenes in the game, or rewatch different scenes in the game. I thought that was a really cool addition. But at this point, I think I wanted to say goodbye for now, so thank you for watching and thank you for subscribing. I will see you next time in Castle of Mordek, and I promise I'll press the record button. Thanks for watching, see ya.